What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today was a very big day for Call of Duty Ghosts. Not only because a brand new Onslaught map pack just dropped, which, by the way, I put out 8 videos yesterday. Make sure you guys check those out if you missed them. But, not only because the map pack dropped, but also because there's an enormous patch that just came out today. It came out for the Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC, and then it comes out tomorrow for the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 3. And I mean, this is one of the biggest patches we've seen in a while. It's got a lot of very relevant changes. They added in new game modes. They balanced some of the weapons. They made a bunch of changes to like the broadcaster mode for esports and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to kind of let you guys know what to expect and what you can, see when you hop on a Ghosts either later today or tomorrow, depending on what system you're on. So anyway, first up, in terms of hot fixes, some of the main stuff is they made it so that the kill streak counter maintains across rounds in Search and Destroy, Search and Rescue, and Blitz. And I thought that was already the case. Like your kill streak continues on even when you switch rounds. But maybe there are a couple of instances or little maybe there are a couple of instances or, little glitches or bugs or something like that where it didn't really, carry over. So they fixed that. They also shortened the countdown timer for the Clan vs. Clan playlist, so that's good for you guys that play Clan vs. Clan. And there were also a bunch of other changes to Clan vs. Clan, which we'll get to in a minute. They also balanced some of the aliens in extinction mode, so I'm not sure if they made it harder or weaker. There's no really kind of, description on that, but they changed something about the aliens in extinction. Now, moving on in stability, they improved the load time for Flooded, Strike Zone, and Warhawk. So the load time in those maps is not going to be as long anymore, which is definitely a good thing. I feel like Flooded is like one of the longest load times I've ever seen in a Call of Duty game, so I'm happy to see that change. And then there are also various spawn improvements. So they changed the spawns a bit and made them better, supposedly. I don't know. I haven't played yet, but I'm interested to see if I notice a difference. Now, next up, getting into the really, cool, more important stuff. New features. Gun game replaces heavy duty. So the heavy duty place has been taken out. Gun game has been put in. Don't you guys worry, I'll have gameplay from that very soon on my channel. So that's pretty fun. I love gun game. I'm really happy that they added that in. Now, they also added a hunted free-for-all playlist. We already had hunted, but now there's a hunted free-for-all where it's just you against a lobby of other players. And I was kind of looking forward to that as well. Hunted just seems like a free-for-all type game. It seems kind of silly to have it as a TDM type game. So I think this should be, it should be pretty cool. Hunted can get really intense if you guys have never played it, but that's besides the point. They added esports rules to the Clan vs. Clan playlist, except for Friendly Fire. Friendly Fire is no longer on, and they made it so that 1 through 4 players can join. So Clan vs. Clan is pretty much like League play now, which is kind of exciting. They also added heavy duty health options to private matches. So if you want to play the heavy duty game mode in private matches, you can do that now. Next up, this is one of the biggest things, one of the things I'm most excited about. The IED, the little explosive sandwich bag, has been nerfed. Yes, that's right. One of the most annoying pieces of equipment in any Call of Duty period has been nerfed. So now the damage is kind of affected based off of player stance and where the IED is located. So if you want to reduce the damage that this thing does, if it's below you, you can jump. If it's above you, you can duck down. So it's kind of like how it worked before, with claymores and bouncing betties. You could drop down to avoid bouncing betties, or you could jump up and out of the way to avoid claymores. It's hopefully the same idea here. We're gonna have a video coming out in the next couple of days that kind of tests it out and sees how this works. But basically, IEDs are nerfed now. We're gonna see how much it's nerfed, but at least it's nerfed, even a little bit. So that's a good thing. Now, there's also some new multiplayer lobby music in the menu, so that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure what they would have changed that to. They added 5 new prestige ranks to Extinction, and then they also added Create a Soldier to Extinction, so you can like customize your character and things like that. Now, next up, there was some weapon and perk balancing. So they changed the way that Dead Silence and Amplify affect each other, which we recently did a video on that like a month and a half ago. We're probably gonna have to update that soon. But anyway, so now they say that Dead Silence is completely silent, including all equipment, sliding, and footsteps. So if you have Dead Silence on to a normal player, you are 100% completely quiet. They cannot hear you at all. And then also they said that amplifier users can still hear a scaled down version of the footsteps and sliding sound. So I'm interested to see how loud that scaled down version is going to be. I'm interested to see how they interact with each other now. But anyway, as of now, Dead Silence to a normal person, completely quiet. Amplify can still hear it to an extent. We don't know how much yet. I'll do a video on that soon, so I look forward to that, guys. Now, next up, they added some view kick to the AK-12. That is not a good thing, man. That's one of my favorite guns. It's my go-to weapon. You know, if I'm having a bad day, the AK-12 always picks me up, and they added some view kick to it. Now, the thing is this isn't like weapon kick. It's not recoil. It's not where the bullets are going to go. It's simply view kick, so it's going to look like it kicks more, but your bullets are still going to have kind of the same pattern that they had before. So it's not the most awful thing in the world, but it's definitely not a good thing. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Hopefully the AK-12 is still one of the better weapons because I do truly enjoy it. Next up, they adjusted the reload times on the L115 and the USR, and I believe they made them longer. I believe they kind of nerfed them a little bit in that regard. So it takes a little bit longer to reload on the L115 and the USR now. And then finally, they reduced burst fire cooldown of the MSBS, and I wasn't really sure what this means. I'm assuming it means the time in between bursts. You know how there's that little like 0.2 second delay or whatever it is. I'm assuming that means they reduced that, but I'm not really sure. And if they reduce that, it's kind of a good and a bad thing. It's going to be weird to see how it works because, you know, obviously since there's less of a delay, you can get more bullets down range and do more damage into enemies, but then also if you're, you know, rapid firing even faster than we were before, it gives the gun less chance to reset, which, you know, ultimately gives it more recoil. So I'm interested to see how this works out. This might be another thing that we have to do some tests and do a video on. And then also, you know, if you guys want to, I'll link this, you know, patch notes type thing down in the description. You guys can go check it out. But there were a ton of other changes, like literally hundreds of other things, of random multiplayer things, esports improvements, especially for the broadcaster mode. For if you guys are a fan of MLG and things like that, it's going to be a lot better than it was before to watch. So that's really exciting, especially for the COD championships. Those are coming up. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then there are also a bunch of other little, you know, minute changes to Extinction, improvements to Extinction. So yeah, guys, this was an absolutely enormous patch. This thing was crazy, and it's got a lot of improvements in it, and a lot of the things that the community was giving feedback on that Infinity Ward answered the call to. So that's definitely a good thing. They're listening to us. They're trying to make their game better and support it throughout the year, which is definitely a good thing. And it comes at a good time because we got a new map pack out right now to make things fresh and you know, keep us happy and everything like that. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got a bunch of Onslaught videos coming soon. Like I said, I also put out 8 yesterday, so make sure you guys check those out if you missed them. And then also all the little things like the IED, the new MSBS, the new Dead Silence and stuff. We'll be covering those in the next few days, so look forward to that as well. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you all later. Check out one of the other 2 videos. If you haven't seen them yet, peace out, guys.